First to top news headlines. First session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins today. All Manipur Working Journalists Union Amju deeply condole the death of Yambem Priyojit. And Manipur reported 9 new coronavirus cases and 0 COVID-19 deaths in the last 24 hours. Hello, good evening and welcome. This is ELITETV and I'm Hemabati bringing you the 6 p.m. primetime English news bulletin. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play our part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Governor of Manipur La Ganeshan kick-started the first session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly of the newly formed Manipur government today. Thokchom Satyabrata, who was elected candidate from Yai School AC in the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly elections 2022, has been appointed as the Speaker of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. On the first day of the session, obituary reference was paid to the late members of the House, led by Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren Singh, who is also the leader of the House. As a mark of respect, the obituary reference was given to former MLA from Thoubal AC, Laitanthim Tumba, former MLA from Chingai AC, A. Azar, former MLA from Nauria Pakhanglakpa AC, and also Rajya Sabha member Wahingbam Ango, former MLA from Wabagai AC, Manihar, and member of Electoral College of Manipur, Territorial Council of Aimol AC, Atubo Daimai. Later, Leader of the House, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, tabled the annual report for Manipur Information Commission 2018-19. Annual report of Lok Ayukta 2020-21 was also tabled by the House Leader during the first day of the session.
Members, my government sanctioned Rs 18.59 crore from State Disaster Response Fund for taking up various containment measures for COVID-19 in the state. Further, the sum of Rs 12 crore was also sanctioned for payment of ex gratia to the next of kin of the deceased due to COVID-19 in the state. Manipur is located in seismic zone 5. To reduce vulnerability to natural disasters by taking appropriate mitigating measures and strengthening capacity to plan and respond, the National Seismic Risk Mitigation Program is being implemented.
Sir, with your permission, I will to move the motions for vote on accounts 2022-23 amounting to Rs 11,525 crores, 91 lakhs, 36,333 only.
Athoibo Daimai, Vice Chairman, Standing Committee of the Legislative Assembly Manipur. Amaidadi Maxi MLA Wikiba Haibatari, 1968. The Union Territory work on the Hana Territory Council member, then Matang Laga Union Territory when La Kandada, MLA Wikiba Singi area, particularly Naga Sinau Singi, Naga community Muramda. Yamna Kanna, Aduga Matamdu Tongan Ba, Jelerong community, Mokogi, cultural, Aduga, Tay area, Maxi Yam Kanna, Associate Toba, Maki Muramda, or Visually Reference Muramda, Itang Nainazaba, Yauzaba, say, like Havani, Haina, Lojay.
All Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU deeply condoled the death of Yambem Priyojit, reporter of Kangleiparki Meira newspaper, on Saturday, the 19th March, due to his personal illness. The Standing Committee of AMJU showed solitude by keeping 2 minutes silence and remembering the work he had done for the organization. Campaigner Salam Prasanta on a campaign we will develop when we know ourselves under the theme Wiping Every Tear from Every Eye appealed the new 60 MLAs to reach out the central sponsor scheme and other schemes to the poor people thoroughly held in a press meet held at Manipur Press Club in Majorkul today. He further said, even after our country has achieved 75 years of freedom, the people of this motherland has not yet fulfilled the dreams of the patriots who sacrificed their lives for the country.
Manipur legislation, I awon pur koyaro kan handak ki sahi 2022 stay ho kana akoi state asida yam corruption free oiba competitive oiba afava lenga ama lehanduna akoi he sokat pa state ama pur tuna lai balai to state ama pur na kono view hadan ai akoi handak kar le go si ba legislation ko pusda ai na appeal to jari akoi ki Manipur ki asa se na koi khompu ki kutlai hai se ai appeal to jake sahi ko din ki akoi bharat ki puthoi ko budget se magi budget se more than 50% ni akoi ki maru oi ba scheme taran thoi ko thadai asi ki mayam se ko na thada na akoi ki lai ba sing se ki mokut se ko ke scheme se hathe na ko na kana se ko na phang nom de ngasi ki team sada ino ngasai se ko na inclusion error and exclusion error hai se kai na lai ba sing se phang ngasai phang to pa lai ba sing phang nom de da ngasai ko after property line to lai go beneficiary sing na akoi ki sarkar ki lai go machinery sing se ki akoi ki administrative efficacy se lai to de ki akoi ki mata ki pai go minister MLA sing se ka man ka scheme sing se lai sing na akoi yo.
The Central Executive Committee World Meeting Council (WMC) is dismayed to learn the decision of Southern Angami Public Organization (SAPO) for extending the ban on National Highway 2 in the Angami-dominated areas, which has to end today, said Yambem Arun Meete, Secretary General, Central Executive Committee. He further said, "We all know that this is a very important lifeline of Manipur. WMC understands the sentiment of SAPO, but SAPO must also understand that they cannot take the people of the region into ransom while they demand something from the government. The last 3 days of ban had already put the people into much trouble, and now to extend the ban indefinitely is extremely unjustified. Blocking a national highway, a national property, as a means to protest at the cost of innocent people who have nothing to do with the issue is a serious violation of human rights. It is the common people who suffer the most from such bans. Therefore, as a fraternal people, WMC, in the larger interests of all the native people in the region, earnestly appealed SAPO to end this road blockade. WMC also urged the state governments of Manipur and Nagaland to settle the issue at the earliest before it creates more problems. Arun further appealed.
Executive Committee World Meeting Council is dismayed to learn the decision of Southern Angami Public Organization for extending the ban on National Highway number 2 in the Angami-dominated areas, which has to end today. We all know that this is a very important lifeline of Manipur. WMC understands the sentiment of SAPO, but SAPO also must understand that they cannot take the people of the region into ransom while they demand something from the government. The last 3 days of ban had already put the people into hardship, and now to extend the ban indefinitely is extremely unjustified. Blocking a national highway, a national property, as a means to protest at the cost of innocent people who have nothing to do with the issue is a serious violation of human rights. It is the common people who always suffers from such bans. Therefore, as a fraternal people, WMC, in the larger interest of all the native people in the region, earnestly appeals SAPO to end this roadblock.
A poster campaign Laikai Haurasi to be held against drug abusers and traders was initiated today at Wangjing Awang Laikai, Thoubal district by the youths of the area. The youths went from door to door giving messages to the people to save the society from drugs and put up wall posters as well. Speaking to the media, Roshan, a campaigner, said, "We have seen youths enjoying drugs during the time of festival, and this campaign was held with a message to let people understand the damage caused by drug abuse and how to stop it." Meanwhile, the newly appointed DGP of Manipur, P. Dongal, maintained that the Manipur Police Department will continue to give more efforts to accomplish the war on drug campaign. DGP P. Dongal made a statement to media persons during a press briefing held at DGP office yesterday. The press briefing was attended by ADGP Modernization L. Kailun, ADGP Clay Khongsai and NAB SP K. Meghachandra. DGP P. Dongal said that the drug menace for the entire world has not been curbed fully till date. However, the State Police Department, under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, has been making continuous efforts to curb drug menace from the state. DGP said a meeting in this regard was also held with all the administrative secretaries chaired by the Chief Minister to discuss about some of the key policy decisions of the new government. On the other hand, replying to media query, the DGP said that there are reports of involvement of groups who are under suspension of order in poppy cultivation. However, no proper actions can be taken up as there is no hard proof and evidence of their involvement, he added.
First day, my government anova sarkar sembagi adugi ekhoi head of department mayam se kowe, especially ekhoi police department se yam kanna instruction pi, especially ahan bada corruption free oinabagi. That is one thing. Internally, we will have to do this exercise. Yam kanna exercise to taba. Ado drug gidi, he especially very mindful. Youth sing say yam so especially the new generation say dum sok bagi from the lebanina. He has instructed us to take this matter very seriously. Hosik di first of all satellite image oina tona bagi CM gi advice ne. Aduga with satellite another advantage is that ekoi hana lambi dagi udeba or highway gumba dagi udeba or village ama remote oire su changrega adu dagi udeba su manungi su satellite image na adu puthok pi bangame. So that advantage is also there. So with this new technology and help, we hope to be able to do a much better.
On the other hand, NAB SP K. Meghachandra said that NAB has been able to seize different varieties of drugs apart from opium so far. He said many initiatives have been taken up as part of Nasha Mukta Bharat to curb the drug menace, and to accomplish it, Anti-Narcotics Task Force has been formed. In this task force, IGP Zone 3 is taking the head in charge, while Forest Department, DIG NAB, Hills and Tribal Affairs Director, Social Welfare Director, Home Department, Joint Secretary, Horticulture Director, Cyber Corporation Director, MARSAC Director and himself, NAB SP, are included as the members of the task force. The NAB SP also said that the drive of war on drugs has been taken up under the initiative of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh since the last term to curb drug menace from the state. The NAB SP maintained that in order to curb drug menace, the support of public, local clubs, Mera Paibi and civil society organizations are highly needed.
Ahanba ENTFP meeting se honorable CM na share to biraga cabinet holder panthoki maduda akaknaba masigi ken se task force intensify tawraga hoyi na pi strength su henga hanba police station sing oine activate tawba hoyi vulnerable pocket sing then magi transit route sing je koi picket hangba surprise checking tawba asiguma mayam se intensify tawraga hayeng maktagi ngasi maktagi adum horaga masi keno tawraga yam thuna result thani gi manungda koina masigi result se brief tawtori honorable CM na briefing tawba masigi result se an taw aduna somai tawraga kogi honorable CM mati koi police department gi have DGP gi makhada masi unit mayam district police functional unit forest department ngasai panjagi mayam masi loina punchil lakanda akanba draki war se da khonthang mayam se lokat.
Now, before we continue, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
WMC is excited to announce that the third plenary session 2022 Delhi will be held on the 17th of April 2022 at Western Court, Janpat, New Delhi. This year's theme is Reawakening Our Spirit of Oneness. Elite TV is our media and channel partner. The entire event on 17th April will be telecast live on Elite TV. This event is organized by World Meitei Council. For more details, contact us on worldmeitei@gmail.com or 981-855-9349 or 991-083-6635.
Tizaraba Kwai Mayam Punopu Ahan Bamaktada, World Meitei Council, Delhi Unit Ki Maiketaki, Oknona Kurumzari. World Meitei Council na Sinjalanja Tuna Toang India Gi Mafam Sinda Sahi Oina plenary session Lieutenant Pankok Saratli. Third plenary session 2022 Delhi Nagliva April Thagi Tantara Noising Numita Chutoi Swadana New Delhi Janpat Water Laiba Western Quarter No Mogoina Sar Ising Yauna Pankok Saratani. Reawakening or Spirit of Oneness Hai Basna Handak Sahi Asiki Theme Oisagani Nixing Jariba third plenary session Asida Delhi Kapta Natana India Amadi Pitipiki Tongan Tong from Sinda Laiba Nuxizapa Maitai Lai Guru Ahal Laman Akang Ahi Italy now Sal Ise Satra Satri Kwaipuna Makna Matamsana Langi Ratuna Sarukya view Mapungpan view Haina Chinna Pause Luxury Masika Loina na Sinja Lanja University Maikei Daki Kwai Mayam Punamaki Mapamda Yamzamaten PPU donation Topiu Haina So High Siri Akupa Marol Kitamak Kambi University phone number 9818559349 Amadi 9910836635 The contact Topiu Sinna Paujen Zaribasida Aswayangam Yabasu, Kwai Kiping up you, Mayambu, Amuka Hana, Kok Nona Kurumzari.
Season of you, Yai Lifestyle Private Limited ki food supplement registered under the MCA Ministry of Corporate Affairs Hariba Makal Asigi product Manga Dagi Kanaba Fongbigani. Madudi Ahanbada Perfect Plus urinary tract infection disease kaya dagi ngakthokpa ngami control glucose levels in blood improve immunity antioxidant liver disease amadi liver sokhanbadagi ngakthoi remove toxins haksang dagi fataba sengdokpa lok lahau toina togonbadasu fali ani subada perfect glow uring amadi mahing fahanba acne scar fahanba mai nanthokhanba skin nganthokhanba kuchuk men thokhali mai khwihande hum subada Perfect Ionic Mineral Diabetes BP Wangba Asthma Khwang Naba Saru Sonba Haksang Dagi Fataba Sengdokpa Tumbaya Daba Piles Arthritis Ising Mari Nuwaitaba Anti-Aging Khongya Saba Punamak Fahali Mari Subada Perfect Active Brain na Tumbaya Daba Fahali Kok Ngawba Wakal Pothahanba Tumbaya Daba Memory Booster Tension Handhanba Musung Mga Subada Perfect Woman Care na urinary tract infection, premenstrual syndrome, angang khawdana ba, thagi khongkak chang nai daba, fingaw ka hena chatpa, vaginal infection kaya da fahanba ngami. Home delivery gi khudong sabasu fongbigani. Hena Kupamarol Gidama Kwigi contact number 8413968314 da contact of you.
Welcome back, more news and updates. A 14th remembrance ceremony was held at RPN Hall near Umang Lekul of Hairok Part 1 for the 3 youths that died in the Hairok Thabal Chongpham incident on 24 March 2008, organized by RPN Memorial Trust Committee, Hairok. It can be noted that on the 4th day of Yaoshang of the year 2008, 2 girls and 1 boy, namely Pramila, Nirmala and Romesh, died at the Thabal spot when some unknown people fired bullets in the area. And 1 girl from Kairembikok is still suffering from weak eyesight. Every year on 24th March, the people of Hairok organize this day as Mangal Piba Numit. Manipur reported 9 new coronavirus cases and 0 COVID-19 deaths out of 614 samples tested in the last 24 hours, recording positivity rate of 0.6%. In the last 24 hours, the state-level COVID-19 deaths audit committee has reported 0 COVID-19 deaths. The cumulative number of deaths is 2,120. Today, 3 persons were discharged. The number of active cases is 7. In the meantime, India has recorded a total of 1,938 fresh coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours, taking the COVID-19 tally to 4,30,12,909. According to Union Health Ministry data, this includes 67 new deaths, which have taken the total count to 5,16,672. The total number of coronavirus cases also includes 4,24,75,588 people who have recovered and 22,427 who are currently being treated. There were 2,531 new recovered cases today, according to the data released by Union Health Ministry. According to the latest numbers, Maharashtra has the highest number of coronavirus cases at 78,72,817. Of this, 1,48,858 are active, 77,23,959 are recovered, and 1,43,769 have died. Kerala and Karnataka are next with 65,29,049 and 39,44,970 total COVID-19 cases, respectively. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep and the Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu have the lowest number of coronavirus cases with 100,31,11,402 and 11,441 respectively. India currently has a fatality rate of 1.2% due to the coronavirus. The government has said that more than 70% of the people recover from COVID-19 with mild or very mild symptoms. Such cases may not even require admission to COVID-19 blocks or dedicated hospitals, the Health Ministry said. Across the world, there have been a total of 47,54,89,259 confirmed coronavirus cases, according to the latest update. This includes 42,69,09,469 people who are being treated, 4,24,75,588 who have recovered, and 61,04,202 who have died. The highest number of coronavirus cases currently is in the US, which has registered 7,98,44,364 confirmed COVID-19 cases. 9,74,827 people have died of coronavirus in the country. India and Brazil are next in line with 4,30,14,687 and 2,97,38,362 confirmed coronavirus cases and 5,16,672 and 6,58,286 deaths respectively. Ukraine claims to have destroyed huge Russian ship just days after state media filmed it unloading reinforcements at a captured port as Putin's army continues to suffer punishing losses at the hands of Kyiv's men. Just 3 days before the strike, Russian state media had filmed the Orsk at the port unloading armored vehicles, which it said would reinforce troops in nearby Mariupol, prompting speculation that Ukraine could use the video to target the vessel. It comes after NATO said Russia has lost up to 40,000 men, either killed, wounded or captured in just over a month of fighting, or a quarter of the 150,000 troops assembled ahead of the invasion. It means the force that remains is at risk of becoming combat ineffective, making it vulnerable to Ukrainian counterattacks. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or call 940-28890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now before we wind up for the day, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. First session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins today. All Manipur Working Journalists Union, AMJU, deeply condoled the death of Yambem Priyojit. And Manipur reported 9 new coronavirus cases and 0 COVID-19 deaths in the last 24 hours. Now that's all for the 6 p.m. Primetime English News Bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Have a good night.